In a day and age where millennials are making leaps and bounds in literally every facet of life, whether it be politics, entertainment, with us today in the 284 Media Studios is our local Virgin Islands creator herself, the one and only Kyra James. Welcome to 284 Media Studios.
Thank you for
We're
having
literally
me.
kicking it with Kyra in 284 this
Yes.
afternoon. Tell me a little bit about kicking it with Kyra. First of all, you're celebrating 3 years, about to celebrate 3 years, and that's a major accomplishment. Tell me about the concept. Where did it come from?
So, Kickin with Kyra started in 2016. The semester before, I discovered communications. And so I changed my major and I was just exploring, what I can do in this field. How can I bring all my talents together to contribute something to the world of communications? So I started Kicking It with Kyra as a summer series, a 30-day series. Uh, you could tell I was a newbie because I actually thought I would be able to produce 30 videos in 30 days. Did not happen.
Oh, wow.
For the people who's been kicking it with me from the beginning knew that I started in May and kind of finished in July.
Okay.
But when I made it to the end of the 30-day series, everyone was like, so you can't stop now, right? And I was like, oh man, what did I do to myself? But I'm glad that I did because Kickin with Kyra has been just a vehicle for learning so many skills. When I needed to build my website, I had to Google, how do you build a website? What is SEO? And all those skills I have been able to use in my professional career. And I always tell people, you think that you need to be in an office to get work experience, or you have to be paid in order to have substantial work experience. But making things through Kicking It with Kyra was proof to employers that, hey, she can say what she says she can do. Here is proof. So I would say to people in the creative field who kind of struggling to find a job or feel like there's nowhere where they could put their skills, start a personal project.
Proof of concept.
Yeah.
So tell me about the three main goals, because you have an objective. This is not just about sitting down and chatting it up. You have three main objectives. Tell me what they are.
So those three objectives are generating positive messages, celebrating creators, and raising awareness of Virgin Islands culture. So I feel like in everything in life, you could either contribute to the dark or the light.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're given talents and abilities, and we have a decision every day to decide whether or not we're going to use it for good or bad.
Speaking truth.
And we should always use it for good. So for me, it was like, how can I create content that's going to make somebody smile? Or am I going to create content that's going to give somebody the message that they need, right in that minute? So I started a series called Kicking It with Positivity, where every time I saw a celebrity, I would be like, hey, just give me a random message to somebody who needs it.
Positive message.
Yes, positive message. So I have people like Rock City, even Marvin Sapp, the gospel artist, and all these different people. I would meet them in airports, everything, and just run up to them and be like, hey, give a positive message to somebody in need. And I just always got positive feedback. People saying like, wow, I really needed this. Oh, this really helped. So for me, it's always about, okay, what can I do to put good into the world?
And then you mentioned about creators. Tell me about that.
So celebrating local creators. I'm a creator myself, so creators are my favorite people. And I feel like right here in the Virgin Islands, we have so many young people that are producing amazing things. Right here on this team, you have incredible people like Christopher,
Thank you very much. We
and
do.
Ricky, and Ron, and Jovan. There are young people producing global industry talent every day. And if that's just in this team, imagine what the rest of the territory has to offer. So if I could, show somebody, hey, check out what this person is doing. This is cool. I feel like that's what people do when they see something that's amazing. They can't wait to share it with other people. So if I could create a platform, where these people's work can be on display, for more people to feel the excitement that I'm feeling, for more people to tap into their talents and they could benefit off of their God-given ability, then I'll feel fulfilled.
Well, what I love about that particular topic that you've decided to focus on is that it's so important for us as creators to support each other,
Right.
Support each other's brand, and kind of play off of that support, because oftentimes, like you said, you face struggles, you come about obstacles, and persons get discouraged because they feel as though, one, it can't be done in the Virgin Islands, or two, it just seems a little bit too difficult. So if we come together and just support each other I think it's an amazing thing. So kudos to you for supporting and pushing creators, local creators. And then tell me about your aim to highlight Virgin Islands culture.
So I believe in Virgin Islands representation. You know, globally we talk about how it's so important to see people that look like us in mainstream media. And I think it's equally as important to see people who come from the same country as you doing things that's amazing. To know that somebody came from the same 24 square feet, island and was able to accomplish these different things. So, for example, March was Women's History Month. I can easily create content that's all about Michelle Obama, and everyone knows that she's great, and she is great. But I can also take advantage of that opportunity to highlight amazing people like Kristen Fraser and Sherry Castro, because they're from the same island as the people who's consuming my content, and they can, on a deeper level, see themselves in these people, see potential in themselves because they're from the same small island as these people. So for me, it's all about representation. Every opportunity I get, how can I show them that this can be connected to somebody that they see every day, somebody that's right down the road, because we all have the same potential and capabilities of the people that we see on TV. So how can I make that visual?
So much wisdom. Kyra, you have strategically placed Virgin Islands culture, Virgin Islands branding and imaging as it pertains to social media. Tell me about your role and how did you go about that?
Okay, so the first video of mine that actually went viral was a video of me explaining to people how to speak like they're from the Virgin Islands. I honestly didn't expect it to go that far, else I would have probably killed the background a little bit more or something. But it was very simple. It was like how to say what's going on, or where are you, or where you is, stuff like that. And I just woke up one day and it had like 80,000 views.
Amazing.
And people all across the world who have Virgin Islands friends, or like tagging their friends, Virgin Islands people all over the place. It was like, yes, so you talk from where you're from. And so I think that was the first time I realized that, hey, I could make more content like this. There are people who would love to learn more about our country.
Correct.
And stuff like that. And so I made a follow-up video called the ABCs of the Virgin Islands, where for every letter I described a slang or a word that we say in our dialect. And then in terms of imagery, I'm always thinking about how can if there's something on social media that has options for different countries and different islands, like how can I make sure that BVI people are there, VI people are not host. So for example, Virgin Islands stickers, I made them for Instagram. So now you can actually search Virgin Islands anywhere in the world and you will see the stickers that I made that has like location. There's actually like my VA hand sign in there. And I plan to make more. And even when people use them, they tag me to say, Kyra made this. And it's just so exciting to see people using it. They're excited to see, things that they can relate to. And I think communication is my passion. Social media is my niche. So if I can take my love for my country and my love for content creation and put it together to fill a gap, and encourage more people to do it.
Of course.
I have no problem with other people doing what I'm doing because that's the point. Representation. I think it just, people just need to see somebody do it. Like, if I have a little girl somewhere that wants to be a fashion designer and think that, well, I'm from a small island, that's not possible. And then you see somebody like Kristen Fraser who had Beyonce wearing her things. So I think that changes things because you could look at somebody who just lived, a couple of miles away saying, man, I could do that too. So I just enjoy being a source of Virgin Islands centered content on the internet. I love that people can see themselves, their family members, their friends being celebrated. And I just want to continue to be a source of that.
Well, we do hope you continue. We absolutely love it. What do you think we should be paying more attention to here in the Virgin Islands?
Well, I think that the rest of the world is seeing how influencers are the source of influence, change, just reaching more people. And I think that we could definitely look into how content creators could be putting us on the map. There are a lot of people who probably would have never thought of learning how to say what's going on if they didn't see my video. There are people like Kyra who started bilingual. No, I'm from the BVI. Sometimes Kyra me posting stuff, and I didn't even know that. So he, in his spare time, is taking the time to educate his people about their own home. You see people like Sky and Monique who are travel vloggers. And they have all these followers watching their amazing pictures. And even without doing it intentionally, we're all influencing people. So imagine if we were doing it on purpose,
So we should really be being intentional.
Yes.
Amazing.
So.
When we think about Virgin Islands culture and history and heritage, what do you enjoy most about being a Virgin Islander?
Ooh, that's a loaded question.
Let's hear it.
I think I enjoy bringing something different to the table. Like, for example, right now I live in Orlando. And I know this probably sounds a little corny, but sometimes I feel like being from the Virgin Islands is like a superpower, Like, you're able to go into spaces and bring perspectives and knowledge to the table that other people just wouldn't have. And it goes back to just like that influence. I think if we all take the opportunity to see what we bring to the table as a superpower. Like, I have an opportunity to influence this person and give them all this knowledge and tell them all about where I'm from, and that will make them want to come and bring their family and bring their friends. I mean, tourism is our baby. So I love that I can sit and talk to people who have no idea what the Virgin Islands is, and they're sitting in awe.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, I love that we're just so special and so small that, people are amazed that somebody from a small island that could be in different spaces doing these amazing things. Like, I tell them, even with our musicians, I played Replay the other day, and they had no idea the person that sang Replay was from the same island as me. That I grew up calling Keys, or even that Rock City. So what I'm saying is, even we have the talent, we have the ability to wow people.
So let's use the platform.
Let's use it, And I think if we wowing them and they don't even know that we're from the Virgin Islands, imagine if we could add the element. Like, by the way, I'm from this amazing place, you should take a trip.
Definitely.
So I'm always, I meet people in restaurants and they're like, where are you from? I like your accent. I'm like, I'm from the Virgin Islands, you should take a trip. Let me know when you come in. So,
and that's amazing because you're selling it constantly every day in your speech, in your walk. And I think that's where we really should be in reference to being proud of Virgin Islands culture and where we're from. We're born and raised on one of the most beautiful places in the entire world. So why not share that with everybody?
Exactly.
Awesome. Let's play a little game, okay? And you haven't seen these questions before. No. So I want the first response that comes to your mind. All right? All right. If you could take one person from VI history to lunch yesteryear, they're no longer around, who would it be?
No, my lord.
Nice. Good choice. Your favorite Virgin Islands dish?
Real
I'm really asking you to just choose one.
It's coconut tat.
Really? Okay, interesting.
That's actually a huge part of my platform. I have hats that say coconut tat your death, and people from different tat communities.
Yeah, so you're team coconut.
I am a coconut tat ambassador. And people from other tats get jealous and they want me to represent them. And I'm like, you should find your own representative because I am loyal to coconut tat.
All right. Who is your VI role model? Somebody that you look up to?
That's a hard question. I'm going to be corny again.
Okay.
It's my mom.
Okay, that's fair enough. Your favorite place to hang out in the VI?
Favorite place to hang out is probably Caribbean, where I grew up.
Yep. There you go. Good answer. Wonderful. Who or what never fails to make you laugh?
Never fails to Twitter.
Anybody in particular on Twitter that's ranting that always gets you?
If I call that one is so much.
Okay, but you enjoy being on Twitter.
Yes.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The best piece of advice I've ever been given.
It's a hard one.
It's a hard one, but I would say it would be just understanding that you can never please everybody.
That's a good one.
And I think that when you're a communicator and you're bubbly, like you love knowing that, everybody loves your content and loves your vibe, but the truth is there's some people who are going to find issues. Yeah. And you can't sit down and try to tweak everything for everybody. You still not going to please everybody. So just nothing wrong with I have no problem with somebody saying, okay, Kyra, maybe you should put a camera closer, whatever the case may be. You should always be open to criticism. But
understand that you will never please everyone.
You never please everyone. And once you're doing what you believe is best, who for you will be for you.
That's true. That's the truth.
As amazing as Beyonce is, everybody's not a Beyonce fan.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
All right. Music we'd be surprised to know you listen to.
I love neo soul. So like Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill. As patriotic as I am, I'm not a huge fan. I like the soul girl, like the fast.
That's
music.
honest, yeah.
I support it. But I love slow, jazzy, type music.
Wonderful. Mine's is country. Love country music.
Country?
And
you like Old Town Road?
Yes, and I could dance a little bit too, so.
Nice.
Tell me about a celebrity crush. Who is your celebrity crush?
You can make me get in trouble with my boyfriend. My celebrity crush
just a crush.
I'm just joking, man. My celebrity crush is Lance Gross.
Good guy.
Dark skinned man.
Interesting. That is duly noted, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Kyra James in 15 years.
In 15 years, I want to be the communications manager or the creative director of our marketing team. I love digital storytelling. That's what I call myself, a digital storyteller. So I love figuring out campaigns, messaging, visuals. I can see myself just putting together your favorite commercial.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we look forward to your journey. We thank you for sharing it with us.
No problem.
Continue to support and promote Virgin Islands culture. Continue to make amazing content. We are super fans here at 284, and we continue to wish you all the very best. Thanks for stopping by.
I'm a super fan of 284 Media.
Thank you very much. High five, my friend.
Get online today with CCT Go Fast LTE. Simply select from any one of our Go Fast LTE plan options. Each plan offers unlimited wireless residential internet and are priced to suit your budget and required data speed. Stop by any one of our locations and speak with one of our representatives. And get online with Go Fast LTE, the BVI's preferred choice for reliability, speed, and affordability. CCT Life Unlimited.